All right, so imagine taking any video, a funny clip of your friend or social media content, or maybe just you walking around in the park, and transforming it into incredible anime-style animations with just a few clicks. No complex tools or skills required. All you have to do is click a few buttons. I didn't believe it either until I saw what Poyo can do. Check this out. That transformation you just saw, it took less than 5 minutes to create, and today, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it yourself. Now, Poyo is definitely simple and it's easy to use, but if you want the best results, I'm going to share the tips and tricks in this video that will help you create the most amazing videos. I'm constantly using Poyo nearly every day right now, and I've learned a lot. So in this video, I'll share the settings that work best for me, and I think they'll work for you as well. This is just one part of what Poyo can do, whether you're making YouTube videos or TikToks, or maybe you just want to surprise your friends with an anime version of a video you created. This is so powerful for that. Poyo can also do so much more than just this, so I'll touch on some of the other amazing features inside Poyo at the end. Before we dive in, make sure you sign up using the link in the description below, or go to Pollo.ai. It's free to sign up. Are you ready to turn reality into anime? Let's get into it. All right, so we are inside of Poyo. This is the home dashboard. If you don't see this page, you haven't created an account yet, so go ahead and sign up and create an account to get to this page. And as you can see, there's a lot going on inside of Poyo. We have all kinds of different effects that you can use, as well as some of the main generators highlighted right here. Below that, we have the Explore page, which highlights some of the community created videos. But in this video, we're going to be using the video to anime generator. So to get to that, you just go over to the side menu here and you find video to anime. So click on that, and that takes us to the generation page. Your page might look a little bit different because I've already generated some things. So I have some previous different generations that I've done using different tools inside of Poyo, and you can see a few examples of what's possible with this tool. It's pretty amazing. But right now, we're just going to take a video and turn it into an anime. So if you look at the panel right here, you can see that we have a few different things that we can play with to create the best anime possible. So obviously, you're going to need a sample video to generate something with, because this is starting from a video and turning it into an anime, right? And then beneath that, we have our style selection. So you can see we have a bunch of different styles to choose from, and we'll try several of these in this video so you guys can get an idea of what's possible. But there are a lot of different options here, so you're going to need to play with this yourself to go through all of them. I don't have enough time in this video, but we'll showcase some of my personal favorites right now. Now, beneath that, we have the prompt, and it is optional. And some of the different styles don't even include the option for a prompt. So that may appear or disappear based on which style you're using. So let's go ahead and get into generating some videos, and then I'll go through the rest of this with you guys. So first, let's upload a video that I just filmed of myself. So it's a silly video of me punching the camera. And now let's pick a style for this. So we have a few different options to choose from. We'll do several styles with the same video. That way you guys can compare the outputs. So let's start with this classic anime v3 as our first option. Now, if you do want to add some text to the prompt field here, you can, but it's not going to change the video as significantly as these different styles are. But if you're not getting the exact output that you want from a style, you can add a little bit of text here to further manipulate the generation. Since we're just testing the different styles, we're not going to be using any additional prompting, but there is the option if you want that. I should also mention that this generate with AI button is amazing. So if you have something that you want to generate, like an astronaut in space, what it will do is make a better version of that prompt for you. You don't even have to think about it. The AI figures out a more impressive prompt that the AI will really understand, right? And you can just use those or generate more in a click, and you can import them right in. But for our purposes, we're just going to leave this blank for this video. Now, beneath that, we have a few different toggles to mess with. So we have the option to restyle the subject only, which means that my body and face and arms will all become anime, but the background won't change at all. And then next we have the option to customize the background. So if you turn on this toggle, you have the option to select some colors, and that will change the color of the background to whatever color you select, right? Now beneath that, we also have the option to turn on public visibility, which allows whatever you generate to show up in the Explore page so that the community can see what you're creating. You can turn that on or off depending on your preference. And copy protection means that whatever you use to generate your anime in this case will be protected. So if this video that I uploaded of myself won't be able to be used by anyone else if they find it in the Explore page, right? It'll just block it from being copied. Okay, so that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get something generated. So I'm going to go ahead and leave off the restyle subject only option, and we won't do the custom background yet. And I'm going to go ahead and click generate. It's 50 credits for the generation, and the way that works is the original video length times 10 credits. So depending on how long your video is, the credits will fluctuate, right? So let's go ahead and click create. Now, while that one's getting started, let's go ahead and queue up a few more for this example. So let's look through our style options here. And next, let's choose Disney Pixar and see how that turns out. And click create. And then let's do one more. So next we'll do this cute anime V3. So let's put that one in. Now for this one, let's do a few of the different toggles. So for the custom background, we actually need to turn on the restyle subject only. So first we'll restyle the subject only, and then we'll toggle on the custom background. For this example, let's use the color green and click create. All right, so there's 3 generations going with 3 different styles. We'll let those run, and I will cut to the finished videos so that we can check them out as soon as they're done. All right, so the generations are done. Let's take a look at what we got. So first we have the classic anime right here, and you can see it did a really amazing job. So it captures all of my facial expressions perfectly. And if we look at the punch here, everything just flows really smoothly. This is one that you could absolutely use somewhere. And, you know, if you were creating a story, you could use multiple videos of yourself and piece them together with multiple generations. And if you have the same face in every single one of these, you could actually piece them together and they'd be really similar. And if I open it up here, we can see it a little bit bigger. And we have a few different options here. We have the option to regenerate if we want. We can upscale this to a higher resolution. So you could actually turn this into a 4K video if you wanted to. Beneath that, we have the option to share these videos to different places. We can copy a link and send it to our friends, or we can share to social media, or we can choose to download with or without a watermark. Lots of options here. That one turned out really good. And then beneath that, here we have the Pixar style animation. You know, this is really cool. So it just looks like Pixar. They really nailed it. The only thing is you can see the AI does seem to struggle a little bit with my fist passing through the subject. So you can see if we watch it back, a little bit of artifacts in the face that change as you see that. But if you generate this 2 or 3 times, you're definitely going to get a perfect example. So don't let that scare you away from this style. And then next we have the version where I used a custom background. So again, we get a little bit of issue here with the fist passing over the head. So this was the cute anime style, and you can see it's very different from the other anime style that we selected above. And it definitely creates an entirely new look and feel for the same video. So, you know, if you have a video and you're not sure how you want to present it, you can try all these different styles and kind of repurpose one video so many different ways and use it for different things that you're creating. And I'm particularly interested in this green because, you know, if you wanted to use this like almost like a green screen, you could remove the background and then you could use the subject stylized in anything, overlaying it with the green screen into other videos if you have more experience with professional video editors like Adobe Premiere or something. I think you can even use green screen effects in free tools like CapCut. Now, next, let's do a different style video and see what kind of results we get. So I'm going to close this and we're going to upload another video. This time we're going to do more of a landscape video. This is just a video of the sunset on a lake that I took while I was on a boat. So we're going to see what happens when you just do something like this. This is an experiment. I actually haven't uploaded a video that didn't have a subject in it. So we're just going to see how the AI handles more of a landscape shot, right? So let's choose a few styles to start generating. I think we should go with this Pixel Art V3. I think it could make some really cool and creative nature scenes. So we'll try that one. We'll leave these toggles off. For the prompt, we'll just put something simple like slow zoom, just to see if it creates any extra camera movement. But in general, the prompt isn't going to have a strong effect. So we'll just see if we get any of that kind of in the final result. We'll leave all these other things the same and we'll click create. Now, you may notice that since we use the prompt, Polyo actually has something called magic prompt built in, and the slow zoom prompt turned into this longer prompt. So we can see it says a smooth, slow zoom using a DSLR camera, capturing delicate sunlight filtering through leaves. So it's just going to elaborate on whatever you did, and it's going to make the prompt better, and it's going to be something that the AI can really understand, right? So we're going to let that generate, and we're going to do a few more examples here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the styles again. This time we'll do something very different from pixel art. So let's scroll down here and choose something else. Let's try this claymation enhanced style and see what kind of results we get. Now we can click create and it will get to work generating that video. Finally, let's do one more style. This time let's try the modern anime v3. That's loaded in, and now let's click create. Okay, so we have 3 more generations going. They only take about 5 minutes to generate, but I'll let all of them run their generation and I will cut to the finished videos again for you guys to see. Okay, so the generations are done, and let's check out the first one here. So this is the pixel art v3 style, and you can see it actually made the colors even better. It actually has a really interesting style, so you can see a lot of it kind of just melts into different scenes. So you have like these little flowers that come and go in the base here, and you can see the original video still persists, so it just kind of took everything and enhanced it, and it even added a little tree here in the top right corner. It's just a really cool starting point for whatever creative project that you are working on, right? Beneath that we have this one, which is more accurate to the original colors of the video here that we used, and you can see it kept the little object that was in the water there, but this was the claymation style, and you know, the colors aren't as vibrant as the other one, and that's probably because of the claymation style. You're also getting a little bit of the stop motion effect that you would get from claymation, and I'm sure if there was a subject in this video, it would be much more defined, but regardless, it definitely adds a different, unique style. Now, beneath that, we have this video. This is the one that we use, the modern anime, and these are actually really nice pastel colors that it's chosen to use here. And the way it did the sky is really cool. Unfortunately, it looks like it tried to generate, you know, the beginnings of something here, but it didn't actually do it. So I think if I was going to regenerate, obviously I would want to correct that little artifact that appeared there. I think that we could get a better result without that. But the actual style is really interesting. Now let's do one more just to see what happens. I'm gonna upload another video. This time we'll use another video of me just so that we can see. I'm just throwing up a little wave and a peace sign here. Let's do the pixel art v3 again, but this time with a subject just to see what happens. We don't need a prompt because it didn't have much of an effect. And instead this time, let's just do restyle subject only. See if we can make it like me being pixel art, but in real life. And we'll just do this person and we'll leave the background as it is. Let's just see what happens. So let's click create and we'll get that one generating. And we'll do one more style here to check it out. Let's try this stylized 3D effect. I haven't used this one at all, so let's just see what happens. Again, let's click create and we'll get that queued up and I will cut to the finished video. All right, and here we are. So here's 2 more examples. So this is an example of the pixel art, and you can see the background goes really just unchanged, and you can see that it's almost like pixel art came into real life. Personally, I can imagine, you know, creating a short form video for social media and maybe melting the real clip and the animated clip together to kind of create like a quick transition to create a cool effect. And then we have this other style here, which is a stylized 3D effect. So you can see the cartoon actually looks much more 3D, which is the whole point. If that's the style you have in mind, then this is a great example of that as well. All right, guys, that's the video to anime generator inside of Poyo. And just so you know, there are so many other things you can do with Poyo. You have the option for image to video, where you can turn an image into a video like one of these, but just from an image. We have the option to turn text, a simple text prompt, into anything you can imagine as well. And then we have lots of other things for you guys to experiment with, including a library of preset video effects that you can use on any of your own images and turn them into creative effects, even including a red Hulk transformation. You can really do all kinds of really amazing things. And finally, you can use Poyo to generate images, just images. So you go here, you have all the different image models that you can experiment with inside of Poyo to create amazing images, which you can actually take and use inside the image to video generator. So if you wanted to, you could create images. When you get an image that you like, you can take it over to image to video and turn it into a full video. And then you can even take it to the upscaler and make it into a 4K video. So Poyo is really just an all-in-one tool that anyone could really get a lot of value out of. You guys absolutely need to go check it out. And just like that, you've now got everything you need to turn any video into amazing original anime using Pollo AI. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. It really helps more people discover this video. If you haven't signed up already, make sure you go to Pollo AI or use the link in the description to sign up. It's free. We've made some other videos you should absolutely go watch to learn more about Pollo. They'll be on the screen. So check those out if you're interested. And thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.